What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be finishing our series on relearning La Alborada. This has been a whirlwind of a experience. Today we're going to be reviewing this final performance on stage, and then I'm gonna have some thoughts afterwards. So I hope you stick around for that. Let's watch this together. So thanks for watching. This is La Alborada. I promised I could play it in my bedroom, but sometimes I get stage fright on stage, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I freaking did it, y'all. I'm like, come on. I am proud of that. Literally good enough, y'all. Good enough. So I have some thoughts. First off, I just want to extend gratitude yet again, one more time, to Renee Izquierdo for this amazing masterclass. This has been quite an, just real learning experience for me. I learned La Alborada years ago for my RCM 8 exam in like early 2022, mid 2022 is when I stopped working on it. So it's been like 3 years since I stopped working on it. So it's really been like 4 years since I started working on it. And I've improved as a guitarist. I have matured as a guitarist since then. And yeah, like I feel like there's a danger zone, when you come back to an old piece that you've played in the past, and relearning this piece, I was like, okay, I don't want to use my old fingerings. I'm going to start from a fresh score and try to write them in. Like you can see in this score, like if I zoom this in, like you can see I have all these marked in, like M2, I, M3, A4. If you don't know, I use bars over the letter names to mean like a rest stroke versus free stroke. And I use numbers to mean my arm position. So like shifting from position, what I call 2 to position 3 to position 4 to position 5. Um, and yeah, just like relearning this piece and planning on only playing it for a couple of months before putting it away again. I'm just like relearning it, and I'm like, I don't know if I would choose all these same fingerings that I did in the past. I've improved a lot. Like I'm thinking now so much more about my thumb damping and anchoring. Yeah. So I thought that this masterclass was going to go super well. I thought it was because like I was able to do it pretty well, pretty freaking successfully, I'd say, uh, on stage a couple days before at Heart. I played it well. Like I played it quite well with like lights and an audience and everything. Uh, and so I was like, oh, a masterclass is going to go even easier. It's going to be even more comfortable than that. And for whatever reason, I just fell apart during it. So I think it's human. I think that this happens. Like, I think a lot of people deal with stage fright sometimes. And I can tell every time it's getting better and better for me. Like, I shake a little bit less. Like, this performance today, this one from today, like, I definitely was, like, a little tense. I was definitely kind of shaking. Like, you can see it in this. Like, if you come by the stream sometime, I am hanging out here, vibing, just sharing my regular practice sessions. And when I'm playing this piece, I'm just like getting in a groove. I'm like literally dancing when I'm playing this piece. I'm so comfortable playing it at home. But over here, like playing this on stage, where is it? There's like a couple facial expressions where I'm just like, ugh, I grimace a couple of times. I think that there's one right here that, so like it doesn't feel the same on stage, and I recognize that now. But I was able to get through it twice, 2 out of 3 times on stage this weekend. It totally fell apart for this masterclass, and that's okay. I learned so much, and Renee gave me great, terrific advice. He was operating off of the information that he had in that moment, and I look like I'm some sort of professional or like a conservatory student or like a teacher on YouTube. It's like, no, actually, I'm a hobbyist, and I struggle with stage fright, and I'm not, I don't know. It went okay. I Going back to that performance, I'm still very proud and happy of how it went, honestly. I struggled, especially at the beginning when I was starting to play it. I think part of it was that he had already changed my fingering before I had even started. Like, he started criticizing my fingering about starting with the thumb on the third string as opposed to the fifth before I even got started. So when I started playing, like, I'm not used to this new fingering, and I tried to perform with this new fingering off the, in the moment. It just sounds awful, but I didn't have to stop at any point. And the hardest parts of the piece, like the harmonics and the slurs, like those parts actually kind of worked fairly well, even on stage. Like the zipper slide, that thing, that actually worked on stage, like even in a really stressful performance kind of moment. So I stand by it. It was a pretty rough performance, but I didn't have to stop. I got through the thing, and it got better as the piece continued. Thanks in large part to Renee reminding me to breathe. That like really, really, really helped for sure. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating because I'm coming back to this old piece and reviving it, just recovering it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I would make all of these same fingering choices that I did way back like 4 years ago now. But I don't really think I'm going to rework the entire piece from scratch. I did some of that work. Like if we look at the score, like I did start from a fresh score and I wrote in like X's. Those X's are where you damp the thumb. I did put in a bunch of time reworking this piece, but to like start from scratch, like with all of these years of experience since, it takes a lot of time. So I just wanted to reflect on a couple of lessons learned in all this. One, like if you like it's really a danger zone, like recovering an old piece. If you're going to recover an old piece, just expect that it it might take longer than you expect. Like you shouldn't just go back to your old muscle memory way of playing the piece. If you're going to bring back an old piece, you might be bringing back old bad habits with you if you just play it exactly how you did years ago. So when I was working on this one, it's before I ever started playing in public. I was already streaming, I was already playing on the internet, I was playing live all the time, but I was never showing up in, you know, IRL, like on an actual physical stage in a church or something. I didn't start doing that until later. And ever since I've started performing in public, now I'm like, I care much, much more about writing in all of my anchorings, like when you plant and prepare the thumb on another string so that your hand is stable. I care about those things a lot more now, and I've like it's kind of cool to go back to an old piece and just realize like, oh, I've matured a lot since I worked on this one. But because of that, it's going to take longer than you expect to bring back an old piece, because you should put in that extra work to start it over somewhat from the ground up. Maybe the flip side of that is don't put away old pieces. Like as I matured as a guitarist, like I wish that I had been bringing those lessons with me with this piece. I don't know, like in general, don't stop using the score when you're practicing. Like when you're practicing, have the score up and make sure that you're still writing in notes for yourself. Think about hand stability. Think about, rest stroke versus free stroke, like the position of the arm. There's so much to the guitar, and there's so much that's ambiguous. It's why I love to share my fingerings, and I want to share my hyper detailed fingerings with you all. So if you all want that, let me know. I can scan my current version of La Alborada. I have to make some adjustments, but yeah, thanks for being here. I don't know, other lessons learned, like I'm ready to move on. I think I will continue playing this piece a little bit more. I think I'm going to include it in my upcoming January concert, but I don't, like, compared to just continuing and learning new music, is it worth all of the extra time that it takes to bring an old piece of music back and, like, bring it up to your current level? It takes a lot of time to rework an old piece and rework old muscle memory. Like, I can play that piece with those fingerings 10 out of 10 times here in the comfort of my quote-unquote bedroom. It's not, yeah. Like at home, I can play it comfortably. And apparently 2 times on stage, I can play it okay, like kind of like on the edge. And then it falls apart during a real masterclass. I don't know. I think that's good enough. Time to just move on. Keep moving on. Yeah, I have other pieces that I'm learning now, and I hope you stay tuned for that. My Regandi 5 video, I think, should already be out by the time that you see this one. I think it went really well. Let's see, where is it? Here. Look at this. Look at this. This score, if we compare the Alborada score compared to this one, like look at how many details I put into this score. And this Alborada one, this one, like, these details are still details that I've added recently, but overall you can just see how much more sparse this is. Whereas this is like every single measure, every single motion is marked with alternatives and everything. So yeah, just continuing from here. Thanks again, a million to Renee Izquierdo for the incredible masterclass, and thanks to all of you for your support. Justin S., Viking Doomslayer, Tainan, Yashika Robson, Carito 134, Fabio S., Pi, Leroy, and Viking Doomslayer again. Y'all are the absolute best. Thank you for hanging out with me during the practice streams and for supporting the channel. If you want to get your name on the guitar, it's a $20 super chat or $10 for channel members. And if you swing by the stream sometime, you can super chat to get a song request, and I will put your name on my sheet music, y'all. Stay tuned. I'm absolutely excited. We've got some really cool stuff that I'm working on. Making great progress on Ragandi 5. I'm really making good, deliberate progress on Tango and Sky as well. Bringing back Valse 3 by Barrios. Starting Giuliani Op 15, the third movement of the Giuliani Grand Sonata. I don't know if it's a Grand Sonata. Giuliani Sonata Op 15. And then I'm looking at a fancy Fantasia 5 by Dowland. So stay tuned. It's going to be some good stuff. Thanks for watching. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.